Alright, here we go. We are in LoreRim. This is modded Skyrim. It is a big mod list. Last time I checked, it's like 3,500 active mods. This is large. I'm running the, what do you call it? It's the, one second, the performance version. I'm running in 1440. This machine I put together 4 years ago. It's I'll share my specs later probably, but it's borderline to run it in 1440p with the specs I'm running on this machine. So I am definitely running with the performance specs, and we are going to start a new game. I know I did episode 0. It was a teaser really, but there's so much different in these modded versions of Skyrim that it really does affect what you choose. And there was a couple times where I was clicking and I didn't get like a confirmation or anything, which really was rather disconcerting. But anyway, so I would like to play a Bosmer, a wood elf hunter. I really enjoyed playing in the survival aspect hunter type of atmosphere with Wildlander, which is another really interesting mod list. Seems a little bit inactive. Really, really cool community. They've got an awesome wiki. You should check out Wildlander. Khajiit's the other option, but I think I'm going to go with the Bosmer. Bosmer, Sacred Fortress Valenwood. Their culture is highly carnivorous and even cannibalistic, derived from the Green Pact with a forest in which they harm no plant. Their dexterity makes them excellent scouts and thieves. There are no finer archers in all of Tamriel. So we're going to go with a meme. It's not going to be as meme-ish as the meme of the stealth archer because combat has changed heavily with Requiem. So I'm going to go to body, and I'm not entirely sure if we want to play a female or a male, but I think I'm going to go with a male. There are some presets that I could load here, and I tried before, and this Bosmer male preset, where it's down here, it's alphabetical order, so M, this first one was pretty good. Okay, so we'll take that, and we'll go back to the sliders, and let's see, shift to zoom in. It's pretty good. I think there's only some very, very minor changes I will make. Body, weight. Let's drop it down a little bit. But he's just ridiculously buff, of course. That's fine. And then I think the only thing I want to change really is hair. So hair's at 92. I'd like to find a better long hair type setup. So let me quickly do that. No. I think just something simple like this is good. And then the facial hair, let's find something that works. I think something like that is good. And then the color. So let's find a color that I like better. I think something like that. Maybe a little darker. Something like that, I think, is what we're going to go for. Yeah, there we go. I think that's good. Oh, eyes, maybe. Don't care about genitals. Yeah, whatever. Eyes. Let's look at the color. I'd like to go with something like that. All right. So, we're done. Yes. Lars Gagne. Oops. Cap lock was already on. There we go. So now what we need to do is make sure you let everything load in. Okay, it's the 17th of last seed. It's 9 a.m. LoreRim has finished playing. There should be LoreRim 2.2. I just downloaded it recently, last week. It's a beast to download, and there's some things you need to be aware of when you're setting this up. Remember, this is Linux. We are playing LoreRim on Linux, and I will make that clear in the description as well as the thumbnail. This guy's pretty beefy. So it's loading in everything. I like to kind of let things calm down. In general, you got to be careful with your saves in modded Skyrim, especially trying to like do a save and a load really quickly together is really dangerous. There's a lot of scripts that run, and if you don't let them finish running before you make changes or saves or reloads, it can really mess things up. So you kind of want to let things load. Let me give you a bit of background. I've watched a few playthroughs, and I really resist the kind of let's go for the meta. You can do some fun things like start. Like here we have the Statue of Mara, which is this is choosing your starting location for the game, and you can go for something easy. Like I have a house in one of the cities, right? Like, and that gives you a whole bunch of stuff. Like you got a whole bunch of ingredients, supplies, gold that can just really kick off your start, and you got a home, right? But yeah, I kind of want to go with the character feel. So I need to open up inventory or the magic, and that will kick off the Requiem installation. The wheels turn. All right. And so Requiem's ready to go. We can do our medical history. And actually, one thing I was going to do here, I was trying to find which mod this is, right? Skyrim medical history. And it's really hard to find the information. But what it is you can give yourself like some disadvantages, like say I'm more susceptible to attacks indoors, or at night, or from undead. Or you could have advantages against those situations possibly, or I really can't use axes or bows, etc. So you can define those traits as advantages, disadvantages. They need to balance out unless you decide to say, I don't care about balance and I just want advantages. So we'll eventually do that. I'm just going to leave it for now. I would like to do a bit of research before I do that, because I found that I couldn't really list all of them and then choose. I had to spend a bunch of time, so I don't want to waste time on camera doing that. So there we go. So Lars is almost ready to go. Our focus is going to be being a hunter. So if we look at the skills, we do start with 3 perks, and these are modified trees via Requiem, and so you'll notice there's no light armor. It's called evasion. Also, there's no lockpicking. It's called Wayfarer. Finesse is more about pickpocketing. They don't call it pickpocketing. So finesse is does things like you got nimble fingers, cut purse, lucky, critical hit, critical failure. You have elevated your body. You gain 100 armor rating when not wearing armor, and gain 10% armor penetration, 10 unarmed damage when unarmored. So there's some changes in the trees, right? They're all modified. So we have some benefits as a Bosmer. We start with an extra 5 in evasion and sneak. and finesse and alteration and alchemy, but an extra bonus in marksmanship. So these are kind of our main skills as a Bosmer or Wood Elf. So we definitely want to put a point into evasion, which will increase our dexterity, I believe. So we get agility. After some training, you're now more confident in your evasive movements, 25% less falling damage when wearing no heavy armor, unique bonus when wearing high quality materials. I wonder what that is. And minus 50% armor weight penalty. So we're going to take a point there. Oops, it's not what I wanted to do. Let's go back to skills. So that's an evasion. We are going to take the point in marksman. Range combat training. After some training at the shooting range, you can deal more damage with ranged weapons, 20% more damage. Ammunition grants armor penetration. And one-handed. I'm thinking either one-handed. You get 20% more damage. Or sneak. I think we should go into sneak. Stealth archer, meme, and all. All right, so that's done. You could wait to do that a little later, but I wanted to do it now.
My child, and choose where your new life shall begin.
And so this mod is escaping my memory. I know what it is. Allows you to choose where you start, and there's all of these options. And to fit our hunter build, I'm camping in the woods.
Can be so peaceful this time of year. Good hunting.
So that's chosen. You can choose whatever you want, and then you just go up here and you sleep in this bed. There is one option there called I'll escape from this cell, and then I think they give you some lockpicks. You pick your way out, and then I can't remember where you are in the world, wherever this is. I don't think, can we see the world map? Our current location is there. Interesting. So we're way up there. Very interesting. All right. So let's have a nap, and we will wake up in the woods. And so, yeah, everything's changed, including these loading screens. Really cool loading screens. And definitely pushing the bounds of my machine. Modded Skyrim is a good way to convince yourself to upgrade your PC. And no, this is not really available on Xbox or PS4. So religion. Most denizens of Tamriel are religious. You may choose to follow a deity, receive a minor blessing, and learn about their sacred tenets. If you wish to follow a different deity later. So I don't really want to change deities, so I want to be a little bit careful about which deity I choose. Arcade. Yeah, which one do I want to choose? Not all are available for each race. This is race-based. So Arcade gives me regenerate health when weakened. Slay undead. Okay, is what your tenets are. And you got to keep your god happy, or else they will not be happy with you. This is more of an elven god. You're seen. Improved attacks against weakened targets. Slay living in open combat, especially those stronger than you. Live as a werewolf. No, not my jam. Jeffrey is a wood elf god. So that's good. Patron of Valenwood, travel faster when not in combat. This is cool. Hunt animals. This is very these all wood elf gods? No, they're not. It's elven gods. So I'm thinking Jeffrey is the likely candidate so far. Spells, not interested. Mara, health regeneration. Own one or more houses, not really up our alley. Stendar reduces damage from Daedra and undead. Okay, sounds like a very paladin type god. Receive an additional skill point from reading a skill book. Explore new locations, read the stories of others. Kind of a scribe, lore master type. That was Arceus, right? Yeah. And this last one, Zen. Wooden elven god of agriculture and toil, similar to but distinct from the imperial Zenithar. Improve potions and food while praying. Bribe people as needed. Harvest the fruits of nature. Eat as much as food as you want. Those skilled in speech are most deserving of my favor. So I think we should go with Jeffrey. All right. We are following Jeffrey. Your memory is a little foggy. What gear did you have again? I can meditate. You were given 50 tokens by an entity to spend on a great variety of gear. Choose them wisely. So this is where you get to choose your gear. Now, this can be time consuming. So I'm likely going to pause it up, but I will give you just a view here. So in Miss, yeah, Dragon just hit Helgen, I think. So there's lots of options. There's potions, skooma, spells, and scrolls, and then simple things like septums. So you want to spend 100, right? Septum costs a single token. I wish it would say 1 token there instead of not putting a number in front. But a drum costs you 4 tokens. Wow. So we have 50 tokens. If we want to bury the dead, we can use a shovel. That costs a token. Interesting. And so likely I'm going to choose things like a silver bow would be useful. A silver heavy bow. That's 11 tokens though, right? I definitely want to do something like a potion. For poison. Wherever that is. Disease, actually. Potion of cure disease. Oops. Or poison. No. Right? In case I get poisoned. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time here off camera. And I will make choices about what I'm going to do here. And then I will unpause and let you know what I chose. All right, here we are. Skyrim, LoreRim. And you run it through Steam. Brings up the mod organizer too. I'm running the performance build. Just hit run. And it should go. Eventually. I'll unpause when we're actually running in the game. So yeah, there it goes. Preparing the VFS. Virtual file system, I guess. I'm not sure. But there we go. And then it locks. Never unlock this thing. That's something that's really important. So LoreRim starting up. I'll unpause when we're ready to go. So it's loading. Here's the load screen. This takes a while though. Be patient. Let it run. Told you, there's a lot of pause there. So it came up. It came up. So I'm going to hit the continue button. Just show you, I crashed there when the wolves attacked me. So I had to restart. And I will bring us back to where we were. Gorgeous loading screens. I'm still trying to determine if this is a bit too much for my machine. Well, we'll see. Working on getting Wildlander running. I really would like to play that. I like it. But I'm having issues. I think it has something to do with the custom starter they use. So the game is paused. Now, I got to choose my religion and all that stuff. I already did that, so we'll just catch you on the other side when I was in the equipment loading. All right, here we go. Put up your dukes. And so this is what we bought. We bought an iron sword, a silver heavy bow. We bought some iron arrows, a torch, fur helmet for cuirass, fur bracers for shoes, a couple of potions of restore health diluted, 3 meat pies, lockpicks, and a shovel. Put that away. What else we got in here? Nice, a ring. This, I think, is set. Like, it doesn't change. Huh, got a health potion there. Interesting. So there we go. So this time, is F9 is quick save? Oh, crap. Is F9 quick load? I think F9 is quick save. Either way, I'm doing a real save. I think quick saves are actually real saves in LoreRim. So our goal, our mission, should we choose it, is go check out Helgen. So, I know can I put it there? Not sure how to. Need to figure out how do I put that there. Don't know. We'll figure it out later. All right. Oh my goodness. Look at that. He just walked right up to us. We could have taken him out. We did put our skills in, right? What the heck is that? Is it just a fox, I hope? Yeah, we've spent our skills. He just laughs at me. Nice. Nice. All right, so what can we do here? Pull out the knife. We can take the venison, the antlers, and the hide. Nice, we'll take all. And I am hungry. I think a whole bunch of time went by there. I'll have to take a look at it in the video. So I am hungry. But one advantage to being a Bosmer is we can and we should eat that raw venison. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you go, boy. I'm not able to get my arrow out of there? Guess not. All right, there we go. Good job, Lars. So that's the Green Pact. A Bosmer, in general, although this has changed over the ages, adheres to the Green Pact. And the Green Pact is where they will not eat plants or damage the forest, the green. Although a lot of more modern Bosmer, recent Bosmer, they're not as crazy about it because the Green Pact also says for everything they kill, they eat it. Like completely. Do not waste it. All of it is eaten. Now, our Bosmer has a backstory. We'll go into that a little later. But I did start to do a little research. I don't want to have... Wow. I don't want to set what my backstory is too much that it pretty much just limits what can happen to me. Apparently I need to go investigate Helgen. Can I get over this? Because if you specify too much what your backstory is, and it's like you've told the whole story. I want to tell a story with this character. But let's go investigate what's going on here. This burned corpse looks pretty burned. The body turns to ash, you touch it, but somehow a leather journal survived the attack. Alright, we need to read this journal. Alduin did a number on this place, didn't he? Alright, let's read that journal. The Adventurer's Journal. So, completed, read the journal, investigate the cave, mention the journal, or warn the residents of Wibberud about the dragon attack. Hard to believe I filled up that whole journal already. I never realized how much of Cyrodiil I've been seeing yet. So much diversity, yet so much destruction from the Great War. A lot of history has been lost here forever. It goes on. I still can't believe it. A dragon. Straight out of Legends. Nobody back home will ever believe me. Well, they'll probably never hear about it, buddy, because you're dead. Now, we could go in here and see what's up inside. Shall we do that? I think we shall. So, in the original Skyrim, you would either be with Halvor, the Hal, as I got it right, the Imperial guy would go this way, and Rayloff of the Stormcloaks would go in that way. And then they would lead you through it. You deal, if you were with the Stormcloaks, you're fighting the Imperials. If you went in with the Imperials, you fight the Stormcloaks. There's the dodge. We're dancing. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind if you don't dance. And if... I know. Yeah, so I'm not sure what will happen when we go in because it's just us here. Thinking. Lars is thinking. What shall we do? I'm not sure. I'll think about it. But we're pretty much up on enough time for a half-hour episode, and I do want to get this out and recorded, put up. Well, it's recorded. It just published out onto YouTube as an MP4, and yeah. So, thank you for this watch of our first episode of LoreRim. We put out a 0th episode. It was a teaser. I decided to redo this character, but hopefully this continues. I want to get through this as much as I can. There's some things I do want to set. I want to check out the mod configuration. The reason I really wanted Wildlander is it just seems to be animations. It's not the same, like, intense hunting that existed, and I'm not sure if we have campfire and some other things. There's the camping expansion. Yeah. Biggie's not big on kind of survival mod type things. So I know when he was talking about Wildlander in his video a year or so ago, he just kind of brushed over the hunting mod and said, it's a mod. He didn't go into the details about the hunting because it's pretty apparent he doesn't like that kind of gameplay. I really do. So we'll see how that goes and follow the adventures of our Bosmer Lars Gagne in LoreRim on Linux. Thanks everyone for watching. And take care of yourself. So if you're able to, please take care of someone else. Thank you for watching Lars Gagne Linux Gaming. I hope you're enjoying this, and I am definitely enjoying playing Starfield Monday through Friday, mornings with Lars Gagne, which is our non-modded build, and on the afternoons with Red Gagne, which is our Bounty Hunter modded build. Check out the description in those playthrough videos to see what my mods are that I'm running and the mod load order. And then Saturdays and Sundays we'll continue with Red Dead Redemption 2 in the mornings. And we are mixing in LoreRim, which is a modded build of Skyrim through Wabbajack. And that is built by Biggie Boss. Built around Requiem and a whole bunch of other mods, close to 3,000 mods. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you think.